Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a favorites video for you guys today, and it's pretty much all makeup. It's all really crazy good makeup. And if you are interested in seeing mostly makeup favorites that I've been loving for the last month or two, then just stick around. There is a brand of makeup that I seem to be gravitating more and more toward, and that is Decorte or Decorte. And the first thing that I'm gonna share is the Dip and Glow highlighter. Now, you guys have seen me use this in a couple of my videos, and I just really, really like it. It is, kind of looks like it's white, right? And once you put it on the skin, it shears out into this really beautiful kind of iridescent sheen that sort of dries down. So it's not like wet and sticky on your face. It dries down. It doesn't dry to a powder or anything like that. So you still get this kind of youthful, hydrated luminosity. It's very sheer. It is not like super blingy or anything, but I just think it's kind of a grown-up highlighter. I think it's beautiful, and I think it really can take dehydrated skin and make it look hydrated and youthful, which of course is, as we are getting older, kind of what we're looking for. Loving this so much. Now, that kind of led me down the Decorte rabbit hole, you guys. The next thing that I'm going to share that I am just digging so much is their eyeshadows. Now, these are actually called Eye Glow Gems, and I have one on today, but it's kind of like moussey feeling almost. It isn't like creamy like the Revlon potted eyeshadows. It's kind of like bouncy moussey feeling and velvety feeling. I do put it on with my finger. This is the color I have on today. I do put it on with my finger, and it is so fast. So you can see how it translates onto the eye. It's definitely not as, you know, intense as it is in the pot. I could build this up. It does have like this super shimmer in it. I mean, it is definitely shimmery. It is not matte in any way, but it dries down and then it's there all day. I mean, it's so easy to put on. That's all I have on. Just quickly put it on with my ring finger and it stays like nobody's business. Now, if you ever used the by Terry Ombre Black Star in Misty Rock, this reminds me quite a bit of that, only maybe a little bit more beige, but it's a beautiful, beautiful eyeshadow, and it's so easy. Now, also from the brand, I am obsessed, and I do not use that word lightly, with their concealer. Now, it's a concealer that looks like this. It's in, you know, kind of like the Cle De Peau or the Cle De Peau. It is a little stick, but what sets this apart, you guys, is that it is drier, but not dry that it tugs. So this one, this is the color light medium. It has the perfect amount of peach in it, you guys, that it can kind of negate my dark circles and be a concealer. It's dry enough that I feel like when I'm wearing no makeup at all, literally nothing on my face. So I'm getting up to go to the gym in the morning and my dark circles look like I'm dead. I kind of like to cover my dark circles just so I don't scare people. And this concealer is perfect because it's dry enough that it doesn't sink into any of my fine lines, and it kind of just blurs my dark circles and looks like skin. I literally can swipe some on, pat it out with my fingers, and it just looks like my skin. So it doesn't look like I go from no makeup on my face to concealer. I'm really, really enjoying this very much. It's a great concealer. Now, the last thing from the brand that I am loving right now, and this is a surprise for me, a big, big surprise, is their loose powder. Now, if you've been here for any length of time, you probably know I'm not a powder person. I never share powder on this channel. I'm just not into it. I feel like it ages my dry skin. It makes me look just kind of flat. This is totally different. Now, if you like the La Mer, where is it? If you like the La Mer powder, I have it in the original version and I have it in the new version. And I went out and got it because people were saying it's not like other powders. You can wear it and not look powdery. And that's kind of true. I don't love it. I don't love the La Mer powder. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's anything super special. I also have the Lancome Absolute powder, which I think is actually very, very nice, but it's a little too much luminosity for me. It's like I look gilded. This powder seems to be something between the two of those. It is definitely luminous, but it's so sheer that you don't see the luminosity. If you put the powder on, you know that that's why your skin has a little bit of an extra glow, but it isn't like overt enough that anybody would go, oh, she's got highlighter all over her face. It doesn't look like that, you guys. It is absolutely gorgeous. It comes like this, and it just has this very, very sheer pearl effect. I am loving this so much. Now, I'm on the foundation hunt, you guys. This is the year of foundation for me, and I am doing that series with my friend Abby Bliss White on niche foundation. So I am spending a lot of my time testing out a certain niche foundation every month to share with you guys at the end of the month. But that said, I'm still looking at all kinds of other foundations. I can't keep my eyes off of other foundations. Now, I found one that I'm so impressed with, and it is the Beauty Balm by Pixi. Now, I picked this up in the color number 2 Nude. Here's the deal with this foundation. You literally can put on your moisturizer, do a pump of this, and put it on with your fingers, and it looks fantastic. I top it with this Decorte powder. I cannot believe how much I love my skin. It's so fast, it's so easy, it's so opposite everything I'm doing when I'm testing these other foundations, trying different primers and sponges and brushes and doing all that. It's literally the fastest foundation routine ever because you pump it out and you slap it on with your fingers and it looks fantastic. It has some really quality ingredients. I will tell you, it does have fragrance down at the end of the ingredient deck. It doesn't smell crazy strong fragrance to me, but it is definitely in there. So if that's a deal breaker for foundations for you, it does have some really great ingredients as well. And here's some calming, really hydrating ingredients. And I really, really like it. It's $22 and you get 1.7 ounces. It's incredible. And you can apply it with your fingers. But with this powder over it, honestly, that's what I'm wearing today. This is one pump of that foundation, you guys. And the powder. I did put the powder over it. I'm loving that. I've been loving the easy option when it comes to foundation. So that's what I have on today and I'm digging it. Okay, the next thing is lips. Hands down, I have a favorite. I have a favorite of all time. Now, if you've been here for any length of time, you know I love my Cle De Peau lip luminizers. These are the ones that come out, and I have loved these forever. So I have these, I have backups of these, I have extra cases. Well, of course, that means that Cle De Peau is gonna change the lipstick. And they brought out a new version, which is called the Refined Lip Luminizer. Now, I have to thank Stacy, one of my friends here on YouTube. She's the one that let me know that Cle De Peau had these new refined lip luminizers. I don't know how I missed them, and they do not disappoint. One that I'm loving most, and I have several shades now, is the one that I have on today, and it is number 2 Lavender. Surprising to me because there were a couple other shades that I was sure were going to be like favorites. And I picked up the lavender thinking that it was pretty and, you know, that I would like it, of course, but I didn't know that I would love it. I've worn it pretty much in every video you've seen for the last couple of weeks. These lipsticks, you guys, are so buttery. They are so smooth. They make your lips look like the best version. If you have dry lips, or if you are over 40 years old, I am telling you, these lipsticks are incredible. They really give your lips back some life. My lips, I suffer from definite chronic dry lip, and I put these lipsticks on and I feel like my lips look completely different. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous, seriously, like already love of my life lipstick. And Cle De Peau just does it well with their lipsticks, but this in particular is a favorite. I have rediscovered and am loving again the Hada Labo Skin Plumping Gel Cream. If you are dry and dehydrated, you guys, this is such a fantastic moisturizer. This moisturizer trumps any moisturizer hydrating product other than my Sukiyakusu Hada that I own. And I am talking all of my Obagi. I am talking any of my high-end stuff. This one is such a drink of water for your skin. It does contain urea and hyaluronic acid. It is a gel cream. And guys, it's just fabulous. I mean, it really soaks right in. You do not need very much. I like to apply this on damp skin and I will use a spray mister and then apply this over lightly dampened skin to give the urea and the hyaluronic acid something to draw from. Guys, it literally does plump up your skin, not because it's doing anything permanent, but it plumps up your skin because when your skin is hydrated, it definitely looks more plumped. You look like you have less lines. You look like you're younger. I mean, that's what happens when you're hydrated. Anytime you look at somebody who is totally dehydrated and dried out and you hydrate the heck out of their skin, you take years off their face. And this little gem does that, and it's well under $20. Really, really love this. I mean, and one of these little jars lasts a long time. Definitely an all-time favorite. Wonderful product. Last two things, I could not leave this off. I have been wearing this so much, you guys. It is such a fantastic eyeshadow palette for $35. You get 40 shades in here, and it's a nice palette. It doesn't come with a mirror or anything, but for $35. And here's the thing, we all know it's on the side of Ulta where you can use your $3.50 off coupon. So no matter what, you should get this for like $32.50, right? I mean, no, $31.50. Math, geez. I mean, so you get 40 shades for $31.50, right? Okay, well, you also could use a 20% off coupon on it because it's on the drugstore side. Guys, you could get this as cheap as 28 bucks. I mean, I just think, wow, and it's quality eyeshadows. It snaps shut and then it opens like this. And now I use these like color stories. Like, I love these four together. This one is so beautiful, looks so much like MAC Club. It also looks very much like Tom Ford, the Photosynthesex. I've worn that on my eyes so many times and gotten questions, and I've said it's Tom Ford. This particular one little eyeshadow looks so much like that. It's a duochrome, so it's got that kind of red undertone, but then it's got the blue teal shift. Such a pretty color, you guys. Okay, also in here, the mattes, guys. This matte brown is one of the most beautiful matte browns ever. Absolutely buttery. I mean, look at it on my finger. I just, wow, what color payoff. So beautiful. Okay, this little, hopefully I didn't just do the same finger. This taupe, seriously, that's what the mattes look like, you guys. They're gorgeous. Now, I did mention this before. There is some fallout. So when I use this palette, I definitely do put my foundation on after, which has kind of been an adjustment for me. I don't care. This is such a fantastic palette. Definitely, if you haven't gotten your hands on this, I would pick it up. I would really pick it up, and I would try and get it on a coupon and save yourself a little bit of money because it is excellent, an excellent palette. The last thing, you guys, is a newish perfume that I picked up, and it is by Atelier, and this one is Pacific Lime. Now, immediately when I sprayed this on myself, you guys, you get a burst of citrus notes. So if that's not your jam, then you won't like this, but you get a ton of citrus forward notes, and it dries down, and there's some coconut in there. It is pure vacation. That is what it smells like you're on vacation. It also has, to me, some kind of a nostalgia effect because it reminds me of, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, if any of you remember, Ferragamo had like Dreams, it had Encanto Charms, there was Bliss, and it also reminds me of Escada, all the different versions of Escada that they do, the Rio and the Visa and all of that. Very, very tropical and spring, summer. Seriously, oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. You have to get past that first burst of citrus because within probably half an hour, it dries into a creamier citrus. Seriously, so beautiful. And it just makes me want to be on an island somewhere. I love this. The other thing I love about this is that you can get a big bottle like this. I mean, and how about that bottle? I mean, to me, that just screams spring. It just looks like spring. But you can also get this in, it's either a rollerball or it's a mini with the spray. And it's like, you know, a fifth of the cost to test it out. I do feel like it has some longevity. Some of the other Atelier colognes kind of are gone within like 2 hours at the most. This one has definite better longevity than that. I can smell it several hours later, and it gets better and better as the day goes on. Softer, yes, but it gets creamier as the day goes on, and you lose more and more of the citrus notes. Just a beautiful fragrance, you guys. I am loving it so much. So those are my favorites, you guys. I literally left out stuff because I had so many things and I knew this was going to be like 8 years long. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you saw something that intrigued you, inspired you, you know, maybe wants you to pull some stuff out of your stash and check them out again. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week, and I will talk to you again very, very soon.